Good morning. It is May 4th, 2022. And this is a reading for you guys. So, for all of you. So, let's see what we get. I think this is going to probably be for like 24-hour read. I think that's what I'll do. Is just make them for 24 hours. But yeah, it's 6:42 a.m. here on the East Coast. And by the time you see this video, it'll probably be like 8:42 a.m. on the East Coast because it takes forever for these videos to upload. But we'll see. All right. So. I'm trying to get this done. Like, I got to bring my son to school in the morning, and then I have a doctor's appointment. But I like to do this, like, as soon as I open up my eyes, I get up here. It's like the first thing I think about. So, I hope it means something to you because I know it's in my head. I can't get rid of it. All right. So, today's collective reading. May 4th. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Very driven, very action-oriented. Oh, coming out of the Three of Swords. Yes. All right. So, this does kind of bleed in from yesterday. I think the energy is just kind of hanging around a little bit. Because yesterday we got the devil, and I think it was yesterday, but we got the devil again today. But crowning the devil today is the Queen of Wands, where I believe yesterday it was the Ten of Swords. So that's good news. So I think there was a conscious decision that was made to, see, because you've got the Three of Swords in reverse. And it seems like a conscious decision to just, the things that are hurting you, the things that are causing you pain, to just let it go. Let it go, let the pain go. Because, sometimes there's nothing you can do about toxic environments but to just walk away. And I think that's what's happening today. There's a lot of juggling. There's a lot of needing to put things down. You could be dealing with somebody that has a drug addiction or some sort of unhealthy habits or behavior that caused heartache in the past. And maybe this person is healing, maybe this is you, maybe you're healing. But also what's coming up, though, is like, even though you've got the Three of Swords to, that are falling away, I still feel that you're in this energy of juggling. What are you juggling? Oh, we've got the Ace of Wands. It's hard to detach from things that are not healthy. That's what you're trying. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So you're having a hard time, or you or somebody it's in your environment. Okay. So whoever this resonates with. This is a collective, so not everybody is going to resonate with this, but whoever's drawn to this should. So, with the Two of Pentacles, there's a lot of juggling, a lot of tossing ideas around, tossing things around, just really busy, juggling act. But the juggle of trying to maintain the balance is going to catch up, because you've got to be able to put something down. To me, this screams disorganization, even whether it's physical or mental. Okay, because you can have a spotless area but have a crazy disorganized mind. It's possible. Me, you can always tell where my head is at because of my environment. If my head is chaotic and like my thoughts are chaotic and I'm juggling, then my environment usually matches that. Yeah. So I think today is just trying to figure out what needs to be dropped to maintain this balance, because when I clarify this Two of Pentacles, I've got the Ace of Wands the Knight of Cups, and then the Empress. The Ace of Wands, that's just like, there's a lot of drive, there's a lot of passion behind that, you know? This is a new beginning. This is holding like the stick of power in your hand. And the Knight of Cups is coming in, and I mean, like, ready to love and ready to, you know, like, just ready for this energy, because it's facing this Empress card. And the Empress is all the queens in one, like, experienced everything, you know? So I think, because, and also at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So I really think this is, you know, with the Hermit being there and holding that lantern, that light, and looking for guidance, I really feel like that's the energy too. It's like, how do you stop the juggling? Because the idea with the juggling is to get this, okay? That's the idea. But this isn't happening unless these things can be dropped, which is the Devil and the Three of Swords in reverse. I mean, this is a good card, but I'll feel better when this isn't even on the table anymore. It just means that this is fresh, this is recent, because it's up here on the table. The Devil is still here, still active, still upright. It's in your current position. So this is definitely still dealing with toxic things, okay? Toxic environment, toxic people, toxic thinking, toxic whatever, just habits that just don't seem to come to an end, right? But with the Two of Pentacles coming right after that, it's like trying to maintain the balance in the chaos, because this seems very chaotic to me. Some Two of Pentacles cards don't seem as chaotic to me as others. This one seems pretty chaotic. I mean, there's like this boat in the back. The ship is like really dark. The clouds are dark. The water seems choppy. You know, it just seems chaotic. So it's what needs to be let go of in order to maintain the balance and come up with this beautiful energy. That's the theme today. So let's see if I can clarify even further. You know, I want to use this Sacred Creators Oracle. I think it's really cool looking. I think it's pretty. But let's see. I'm not sure, because all these cards are just written on like the deck that I made. But sometimes I understand them, sometimes I don't. But we'll give it a shot. All right. So how to maintain this balance? What needs to be done in order to drop one of these pentacles so you can get to where it is you're trying to go, you know? Whether it's mentally or physically, financially, romantically, you know, like, what needs to be dropped in order to maintain that balance? Feed your artist. Get creative. Be creative. I think whatever this is going on, like, it's tricky. That's why there's this juggling act, because this is tricky. You know, trying to figure out what needs to be let go of. And I think it's saying to be creative here. When it says feed your artist, I think it's you've got to use your imagination. Your artist is your imagination, you know? There's a way out of this. But even if you haven't had that aha moment, that light bulb moment, it's coming. There's a way out of this. The energy wouldn't be here if that wasn't true. Let's see if we got something else. Okay. These two came out together. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Yeah. You gotta get out of your head and a lot of mental. Yeah. Overthinking can spoil the magic. You know, like I was saying the other day about how thoughts pick up momentum, you know? So the more focus you put in a thought, the more speed it's going to pick up, the more momentum, the heavier the energy is going to get, the more stuck in that you're going to get. So overthinking can spoil the magic, right? That's what it says. Then the next one is overrate your intuition. Yeah. it wants you to trust your intuition more. Get out of your head. I think we just said this the other day. Get out of your head. Trust your gut. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. When it says overrate your intuition, I think it's self-explanatory, really. Because we usually hear the saying underrated, but this is overrate your intuition. Let me think. Don't underestimate your own ability. Don't underestimate your intuition. Have more faith, have more trust in yourself. You got to trust yourself more, your intuition more. It's guiding you, but you question it. You're questioning it. And I think because there's a lot of repeated stuff that comes up, I think that's why the intuition's being questioned, why you would question it. Like, I've done this before and it didn't work. Why would I do it now? The energy wasn't right before. Peace. Here we go. Again, peace. 2 and 3 is 5. Change. Something needs to change. In order for you to get peace in your life, something needs to change. Something needs to go. You need peace. Something needs to go. Be flexible and building blocks. Yeah. See? And that with that be flexible, that again, I think that's related to the 2 of Pentacles and also trusting your intuition. Because there might be some things that okay. There's damage. There's damage that's been done. There's definitely damage that's been done. And because there's damage that's been done, and clearly the damage that's been done caused some heartache. And it's made some people incredibly rigid. Rigid because they're in self-protect mode, But feeling rigid in self-protect mode all the time really just stops your own dreams from coming true because of what other people have done to put you in that place. People just don't end up in that place. They have to have some sort of damage, some sort of heartache, something happen to them for them to become incredibly rigid. But I think that what's happening is you're safe now. I feel like the worst is over. Whatever's going on, I feel like the worst is over. And trying to, it's sort of like, if you're in an area and they keep dropping bombs, you're going to take shelter. Then when it gets quiet, you kind of peek, check the area, is it safe to come out? I feel like that's where you're at. Like, is it safe? I don't know if it's safe to come out. How am I going to get from here to there when I'm scared? And this is why it's saying you've got to be able to trust your intuition more. You want to get rid of the fear, meditate more. Get connected to your guides. Get connected to your angels. Find a way, but connect. Because in order to find peace, change has to come. And in order for change to come, you have to be a little bit more flexible. Because the next card here is building blocks. That's 28. 2 and 8 is 10. A new beginning, right? Building blocks. Rebuilding what fell. Like the tower. When something's not built on a solid foundation, it will come down. But the rebuild is so much more stronger. Because you're not going to rebuild a wobbly building. You're going to make sure that whatever's rebuilt can stand the test of time. This is where the work comes in. This is where the imagination comes in, your creativity. And there's no rush. There's no rush. You move at your own pace. But progress is process, So let's see if we can get any more. I think I said that funny. Progress is process. Progress is growth. I don't know if I said that funny or not. It's time to move on. Yeah, whatever it is that you're sitting with right now, it's time to move past that. You've done a lot of thinking. It's time to get out of your head. You're overthinking at this point. You already know the answers. Yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Better off alone. Yeah. And hard does not mean impossible. That's at the bottom. Okay, so I think you've got a lot to think about today. And if your surroundings are toxic, that's definitely something you should put thought into, and try to move away from that. Because trying to build something on your own and make it yours can be incredibly difficult when there's your environment is incredibly toxic, you know? So you can do it. You just got to be a little bit more flexible, not as rigid as you were, because you're being given the space to work on what it is you need to work on in order to get to where you need to go. You just have to trust that that energy is present for you. So I hope this makes sense. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you trust your intuition and drop the baggage and drop what doesn't belong anymore and let go of the fear. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. All right? Take care.